Hey, Steve. Um, I just had to do this real quick. Just put something on like real quick. I had to do it. So excuse me if I look tired. I feel even sound. A lot of stuff is going on, and I had to. I saw a video recently, and it was about sistren and Rastafari, and she was talking about a lot of things that were going on in Jamaica, a lot of hypocrisy, a lot of the pedophilia, a lot of rented dreads and stuff. Uh, that's from Jamaica doing stuff, hiding behind Rastafari, and yeah, I mean, yeah, she's from Jamaica, and she was just saying how the glory of Rastafari is even the island with them. So she said a lot of things that like I heard over years, and she mentioned about how a lot of bobos, all right, and homosexuality. There was women calling her, had evidence, pictures of ones, raping boys. A lot of these things that ones could say allegations, but could definitely say, man, I've been hearing stuff for years myself, from people from Jamaica, from even America, who knew other ones from the islands with them. But anyway, so with that being said, I just want to say, yes, a whole lot of hypocrisy, man. I've seen over the years myself, dealing with Rastafari at the time when I was like 15. I say 2005, especially 2005, maybe 2009. It's like really in the Rastafari real heavy. And a lot of things I saw then, a lot of hypocrisy I saw then. And you have a lot of people that's doing a lot of things, saying a lot of things that's not really in the liberty of it. But, being from America, you would probably get judged more if you say certain things wrong, do certain things wrong. But they have their brethren or sister who, many brethren, who is probably from the same island as them, and they could, shave, they could do certain things, but you couldn't do it. So then when it comes to the thing of homosexuality or transgender, right? Y'all know I'm dealing with, I'm married to a transgender woman. I deal with trans people, all that, right? And so you have ones who will get on their high horse and say about this, bati this and bati that, and chichi, right? But they're doing the most. Like she mentioned about, ones in Bobo here, the Bobos doing all kind of stuff, right? Be the main ones, involved in it, doing it. But yet want to fire upon this one and fire upon that one and blood it. You know what I'm saying? Like all that stuff, man, and doing the most, bruh. Doing the most. You feel me? Doing it. Dealing with trans prostitutes, dealing with prostitutes, you know what I mean? A lot of ones, like I had brethren that I knew from the Virgin Islands, he didn't even know where his majesty was born. I'm like, got the locks, got the eye towel, eating vegetables, all that, don't eat no meat whatsoever, but could not tell me, could not answer me where his majesty was even born. Everybody know Hara, Ethiopia, 1892. You should know that. But you have ones who didn't know. And then he go into that tribalism thing too. Like he was from the Virgin Islands, so he would hate on Jamaicans. He would hate on Haitians. Your Haitian is a here to mine. I'm like, dude, why is you hating on Haitians? Nigga? It don't matter. Like we all black people, you know what I'm saying? But then would also be mad at a black, gay person, right? If they bumped into his little, style to his, table where he sold his stuff at and everything. So, just seeing a lot of hypocrisy, even though a spiritual dada father who put me on was a lot of hypocrisy from him, peace and love, but you're hitting on your wife. You box your wife in the fist, right? Which is not your wife anymore, right? And you know, you know what I'm saying? When I cut my locks off, you could judge me, but you couldn't judge your brethren who I asked, early in the early stages of my development, why didn't he have a beard? Because we're supposed to have beards. Oh, no judge, man. Don't judge, John know say a man might have for, go to work. A man might have for, do certain things, no judge. But years later when I was going through what I was going through, and you saw me with my locks cut off, you have to be strong, man. You have to stay strong. And see me, all this stuff like you telling me, but you didn't say that to your brother. He had to be strong while he cutting his beard, while he shaving his beard. That way not true, not she. But I mean, what happened? So I mean, but the sister in this video, she was just basically going off. Like she was just, uh, was saying how the glory left of Rastafari left Jamaica, is going to other places. She was saying how they doing it even stronger in Europe and Africa and all of that. I mean, she was just like, just on fire, right? She was blazing, she was, hot, yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's one of those things like I said when it comes to religion and come to, the Rastafari seems like become more of a religion over time. You even had a mansion of Rastas who um went and tried to make their branch of it a religion or whatever, they mansion of it a religion and stuff like that. That was something, I mean, we saw with Barack Obama, a lot of ones was rooting for Barack Obama and all that and everything, whoop the whoop. So I mean, yeah, it's just one of those things. It's like you had ones who didn't even know who Leonard P. Howard was. Leonard P. Howard was supposed to be the first preacher Rastafari in Jamaica, Pinnacle Commune. You had ones who didn't know about that. I was like, I had Virgin, well, I could say Virgin Lucy, but he wasn't even Rastafari. He was like, well, Moses, I did a video. Well, I'll probably tell him who I am now, but I had did something way back in the day about Leonard P. Howard, woo. And dude had hit me in the comment section like, man, a lot of Rastas don't even know about Leonard P. Howard. I said, well, you ain't talking about those in Jamaica. They know. He said, yeah. He said, that's what I'm talking about. Once Jamaica, they don't know about Leonard P. Howard. They don't know about. And I'm just like, what you talking about, man? They should definitely know, man. And I had to ask around. You had ones who didn't know. My spiritual father or dada who put me on, he was from Guyana. But it was ones who was from Jamaica, the ones they didn't know. They didn't know. So I was like, wow. So I did a video about it. And I said after my video doing about, Little P. Howard and the 6 principles and all that, 2 years later, that's when I think the documentary came out about the first Rasta, I believe it was titled, right? And they went in the street. One of the guys, he went into the street asking different Rastafarians about Leonard P. Howard. They didn't know. They didn't know him. I said, man, that's interesting. That's crazy, right? But like I said, man, I don't want to make this too much like, because you got ones who might say this video, they're like, oh, y'all fire, you did with transgender, fire button. Like, hey, whatever, man. I ain't got, you know what I'm saying? You could, them comments gonna get deleted. Unless you're gonna see me in person, I don't want to hear that. You feel me? Like I say, you know what I'm saying? Lionheart this. You feel me? Lionheart this. You feel me? Yeah, I'm open, I'm out everywhere. People know where I'm at. So whatever, right? But yeah, want to get so, you know what I'm saying, angry and then one up. But when the white man do stuff, you love him, you love the white woman, you know what I'm saying? But you got a Jamaican brother, you hate him. You got a Trinidad brother, you hate him. You got a brother who love a black transgender woman, you fire upon him. But you got the white man all in the inner circle of Biggie. Uh-oh. Well, you got a whole lot of stuff going on, you know what I mean? And I heard that from a sister who's from Jamaica as well, but she was from Toronto, trying to remember her name. But a lot of fellas, we was all trying to get with her. But she was saying how, a lot of stuff she was seeing, even in Toronto, a lot of stuff that was going on. You know what I'm saying? At the Bingy and just with brethren and stuff like that. So, I mean, yeah, just the hypocrisy, man. You gonna see that. You're gonna see that in Rastafari, Hebrew, whatever. Christianity is just like a lot of hypocrisy. But at this time, a lot of stuff is happening, man. People got receipts, man. People got the evidence of what's going on. She said sisters was showing her pictures of the boys that the Bobo was ones of the Bobos was raping and stuff like that, man. Dealing with. So like I said, these niggas be around here, oh, this nigga gay. Oh, this Chichi and this, that, and the fire bond and all that buggery. But man, they doing the most. They doing it. They laying with little boys. They no more different than the Christian pastors, man. Sometimes even worse, man. But be quick to firebomb this and firebomb that one and all that and be doing the most. Or they brethren be doing the most and don't say nothing. We trying to, defend them. This one sound like girl, sound like girl and all that, man. Is a big reggae artist, Rastafarian artist, who I thought was a girl when I first listened to him back in 2005. I thought he was a girl. I told that to my brother straight up, like my former brother, who was also from America. I told him, I thought such and such was a girl. He just looked at me. He didn't say nothing. I said, I'm surprised that's a dude now, but I'm like, for real. But this transgender person, they sound like they're trying to sound like a girl. Well, isn't that how this artist sound like? This particular artist sound like? Don't they sound like a girl? Which myself and my mother and other people thought this person sounded like a girl. I mean, we thought there was a girl until we found out they wasn't. They were not. So, man, it's one of those things, man. I tell people, you got people that fire button, fire up this, that, and other, but they don't have the connection that you have with the Most High. You feel me? Like, they holding on to this religion. They could say, oh, you wrong because you this, because you trans attracted, or because this person transgender, because they gay. And it's just like, Moses' sister and brother was talking stuff to Moses, right? About being wrong for marrying an Ethiopian woman. But we saw what the Most High did to them, right? Got them straight. As far as talking, said, yeah, I talk to y'all, but I don't talk to y'all the way I talk to Moses. And see, they was ahead. They was speaking ahead of what was about to be written, or probably was written at the time, about how there's certain women that Israelite men could deal with. All right, Ethiopians, Egyptians, the children by them could come into the congregation I think the third or fourth generation, right? But certain other women you can't deal with, all right? But they was ahead of themselves, like, oh, he Israelite, he did with that Ethiopian, da, 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 da. And they forgot where they came from. They forgot that they was Ethiopian. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High hit them with leprosy. I think it's in Numbers chapter 12. So they were speaking against Moses. See, because they didn't have that walk that Moses had. Yeah, God spoke with them. They didn't have that connection, but they didn't have it to the level that Moses had it. And the Most High struck them. Struck the sister with leprosy. And Aaron, Moses' brother, had to say, the sister's name was Mary. Had to, yeah, please don't let her be like an Edomite. Please don't let her be white and turn white and stuff like that. Looking like she got sin on her. Please, had to cry. So a lot of people, man, they did state that, but man, they speaking ahead of themselves. They don't know the connection that this person have with the Most High, because they hung out with this brother and they hung out with this person and this priest and all that, but they never really had that true walk with the Most High on what says when a God talk about a transgender person being a eunuch. Uh, Speaking on, like I said, that about eunuchs and trans, uh, you have ones who will teach that, oh yeah, if you have a penis, you're a man. If you have a vagina, you're a woman. I was watching a documentary about, I think, Rastafari in Africa, South Africa, right? And there was a tribe, right? A certain mansion of Rastas in believe it's South Africa, who don't give a gender to a child unless they are a certain age. I think till they're like 11 years old. They let them wear basically what they want to wear. So not everybody in Africa, every tribe in Africa view gender the same way. Not every tribe in Africa even speaks the same dialect of language. So why when people think, well, it's un-African, like, bruh, not everybody in Africa even looks the same, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You got light-skinned Africans, you got dark-skinned Africans, you got Africans with red hair and blue eyes. Like every black person in Africa don't even share the same phenotype, nigga. So why you think every tribe view gender and sex the same way? Like, no, they don't. But we can see that most in time in Africa and America, where people who were trans were highly respected and regarded. They were the priests, all right, of those tribes. I've known a trans man who went to Africa and he got put on by one of the tribes there. Okay? So come on, you feel me? Like, but y'all, just like when people they talk about polygyny, and I'm like, well, if you hold on to Africa, why are you against polygyny when Africa is the biggest place for it? It has been that way before colonialism. So just like when it comes to trans or when it comes to homosexuality, Africa before colonization was one of the biggest places that was celebrated, that it was, accepted, celebrated, right? All right. So the gatekeepers, you feel me? The gatekeepers, look it up. So yeah, it's so much, man. Like I said, I said in my last video that I was gonna do a video about Two Spirit and how trans how it was God dang, the words just there. But basically, how two spirited tribes or people in North American Indian and the North American Indian tribes, North American Native tribes, that it was basically heteronormative. And I was trying to get the chiefess or a name, and I'll just put the clip up, and I'll probably be having the clip where she went into that, went into that history, whatever, but to show that it was like that's how it was. So and there was no thing about decreasing the population that gay or homosexuality or trans person going to decrease the population, because it never did. That's something that's made up too, because what did decrease the native population in America was smallpox. All right, that's how the white man said we're going to get rid of the native population. Let's give them smallpox. They didn't say let's give them gay or trans people because they were celebrating bigger numbers. So when trans or two spirited or gender non-binary people were celebrated, there was a lot of Native Americans. But when the pale man came and said, "Hell, here go these blankets, here go these sheets," that's when the population went down. So trans did not bring the population down. LGBT did not bring the population down. Stop saying that. When you see the evidence of two spirited people existing and celebrated and were being married and selected for marriage hundreds of thousands of years before the white man, the pale man, was big in numbers. Then when he said honey covered sheets, that's when the numbers decreased. Smallpox, not this trans person, this trans man, this trans woman. All right. So I mean, just a lot of stuff I go on, man. But a lot of people they live by fear, they live by religion. They're not led by the Most High, man. And you ain't gonna call myself Rastafari. Like I still have faith in His Majesty. I have faith in the Most High, Yah, in the Most High. Period. Right. So whatever you want to call, whatever you want to say, I still have faith in the Most High. Like nobody take that away, right? So I'm not a part of no mention. I'm not a part of any camp, no Hebrew camp. Like I say, I'm part of the Most High, right? Period. You feel me? So yeah, you can't get mad at me for that, or can you? You can't fight up. You know what I'm saying? So everybody have their walk, and that's why I say I have the walk that I have. And there's people that were on some attacking me, but then when they saw how I moved and how I live my life, you feel me? Ain't nothing but respect. I ain't had no problem really yet. Like really, I nobody, personal. Like you feel me? Like man to man, woman. I ain't had no problem. You feel me? Because it's like, you know, you feel me? Ain't nothing changed. You feel me? Except that I'm with a trans person. That's it. I'm still me. You feel me? What things have changed these couple of years and stuff. What's going on with this pandemic? But yeah, you know what I mean? Like if I tell them I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. I'm still me. You feel me? So a lot of people they can live with all the cis women they want to, all the females they want to, and they still can't keep their word. They still cannot do right by people. They still cannot just live their truth, man, and be an honest person. So that and stay out of people's way. Don't mess with people. You feel me? They got to always be messing with somebody. But I just do me, man, and that's that. So I just want to put it out there, man. Like it's a whole lot of stuff going on. It's 2022. I think it's really what the year 2015. I think in Ethiopia right now. So I mean, this a time of things being exposed, man. I'm for real. People don't want to hear that. They want to get mad at Phantom Moja for making his video. Phantom Moja don't feel no kind of way. You know why? When he did his video response, he don't feel no kind of way because he seen enough man do all kind of things. You see what I said? So he see like if they could be righteous and they could do, with these boys, these girls, that have even their own children in Jamaica, like how you gonna judge me? You know what I'm saying? How you gonna judge I and I for doing what I'm doing when you laying there with your own children? You doing this, So I mean, you got a whole lot of stuff going on, in Jamaica, right? In the islands, a lot of people doing stuff. So this sister did her video, man. She told everything, man. She put it out there. Yeah, man. Hey, how you doing? Shout out to Serenity Brown Sugar. I don't know. So shout out to big up, Yeah, so I mean, it's a whole lot of hypocrisy going on. You probably missed some of the good stuff I was bringing out in the live earlier. I'm talking about, a lot of hypocrisy. Rastafari, a lot of Rastafari has been exposed for, being involved in homosexuality, pedophilia. It's a sister who did a video just calling a lot of people out, right? And so, it's all the things that go on, all the things that go on. You see me? I said so. I missed a year where, like she said, and I said to everybody, man, everything being exposed, man. And I saw it coming. I saw so many people telling me, like, this is this person doing this and this person doing that, and they got this going on. And I'm like, for real? Say word? Okay. And you got people who are not afraid, who just telling it. She got people, she say women in their 30s sending her pictures, hey, of their son being raped by a Bobo priest, by a Rasta. You feel me? Like all kind of things a whole lot of stuff is going on. Okay? All other things are going on. You feel me? And it's to the point, like I say, where who's you can threaten people, you can do all this stuff, but it's the truth. Is the truth, man. The truth is the truth. You feel me? Like you can't fight against that. You can try to go see that sister. You can try to go see this person, that person, but you better go see God. But the Most High, Yah have already saw you before you even tried to no weapon formed against these shall prosper. You feel me? So it is what it is. And like I said, those brethren who live in the truth and live in their truth, they're not mad. They won't come to this video or nobody's video to that person video and say nothing to her because they living right. You know what I mean? They ain't doing that. But the ones who are not living right or they got a whole lot of brethren that they cover up for, they'll be the ones trying to, fire bond her and all that. You get what I'm saying? Because the ones who live in the truth, they like what she's saying. Because they doing what they claim. They telling people that this is how you're supposed to walk. They're walking it. They're doing it. So they're not even worried about it. You feel me? They're not worried about what she's saying. They not move no kind of way because what she's saying is the truth. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? They know what time it is. They know what time it is, man. So I mean, you got people who doing all kind of stuff, man, and they don't get called out for it. You feel me? They don't get called out for it, but they want to talk about this person, talk about that person, and like, yeah, man, such and such, sound like a girl, and I mean, you got this artist been sound like a girl for I don't know what 15 years. They been sound like a girl and everything, all on record, singing like a girl. You feel me? So they want to talk about, coffee, this and all that. Coffee look like a boy and the reggae revival. So you got an artist who is big. Who I thought if I didn't never I guess see their picture, I would have thought they was nobody ever. I would have thought they was a girl. So yeah, man, you probably know what I'm talking about. I ain't got to say that name. I don't have to say that name. You know what I'm talking about. But you ain't gonna say nothing about them though. You're not gonna say nothing about them. You're not gonna call them out. So it's a whole lot of stuff, man. Even when Ninja Man had said what he said about the hypocrisy in Rastafari, you got ones Ninja Man's a cool kid, like my former brother I used to roll with, used to talk to, for Virgin Island, Jason, I think it's Jason, I think. It was like, oh yeah, but uh Ninja Man, cause Ninja Man was talking about when Buju had got arrested, right? He was like, oh yeah, Ninja Man's a cool kid, man. I'm like, but what he said is the truth. There was a lot of, hypocrisy. He's basically saying that thing that you just said, but like I said, a lot of people don't like that. They try to expose the messenger who bringing the truth instead of exposing the person who is living foul, who living wrong. They'll try to or expose the person who just talking about it, who bringing it out. You feel me? Trying to expose you instead of just exposing the person who they try to defend. They trying to cover up they stuff. So whatever, man. Um, and that's that, man. Like that's what I want to say. It's a whole lot of stuff going on that need to be exposed, that's being exposed, being talked about. And yeah, you got ones, like I say, dealing with, who they want to deal with. You feel me? A whole lot of that. And you got ones who think can't nobody see through them. They think can't nobody see through they mannerisms. They'll have the turban, they have this and that, they get to talking and stuff like that. And you be like, man, he moving kind of, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? But hey, let him tell it, he righteous. He don't, he's not gay, he's not whatever, but he's moving kind of, yeah. So yeah, I want to say that, put that out there, and I'll probably make some more videos, I guess, about some stuff. I've been really to be serious, man, y'all. I just been taking a hiatus for a while. Probably get to a point where like everything's kind of leveled out. There's a lot of stuff going on in the country right now, a lot of things. So I tell y'all, man, if y'all live in the South, live in the Southern states, man, hey, carry your heat, be blessed, be woke up, get your food, get your stuff ready, because this year we can see it's going down. But everything's working for the better. Me and my wife, we doing good. Things have worked out. Blessed out here, man. Like real talking in these last days and times, right? And it's Gideon, right? Doing good. So for all my subscribers, new subscribers, man, shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for subscribing. Shout out to y'all for everybody who leave good love, positive comments. Want to thank y'all for that. It's been a lot of love. Like I say, my babes, my wife, Michaela, she doing her thing. She's going up in the gymnastics. You know what I mean? Twitter is just basically tagging her and stuff. I'm doing good, blessing financially. So, just doing good. You know what I mean? Doing good. But yeah, and rest in peace to all the fallen soldiers that have went away. It's things to come, man. So y'all look alive. You feel me? It's a singularity we going through this time. For those who knows. So it's going to be new beings coming to the earth. It's going to be new things going on. It's going to be a new time. But you got to go through this dark phase for an awakening to come. Before you wake, you got to close your eyes and then wake. So that's why things seem a little dark right now. But it's for the better. So y'all just keep that in mind, man. It's happening for the better. It's not just to happen just for us to be stuck here. We're going to a different dimension. We're going to a higher height. So y'all just rise up in conscience, man. Keep the Most High with you in your heart. You feel me? Like that's what it is. So when I might say things that might go over certain people's head, people say that, or you speaking in spirit, people might not understand what you're saying. That's because I'm speaking to the soul. Just like I was given a message years ago that I was going to speak or preach the Most High word. My logic or my mind didn't want to hear. The devil didn't want me to hear, but my soul, the woman, the prophetess, she was speaking to my soul. So when I started rising up in conscience, I started doing a thing that I said I would never do, and that was preach. So when I'm saying things to people in the spiritual realm, your soul hear what I'm saying. It understands trying to rise, but your ego, your mind, well, you can't do that. You can't understand that. You can't do that. It's a struggle, it's a fight, but you get to that point where you can receive it and get it. So your soul already know. As the Most High had told Jeremiah, I think it's Jeremiah chapter 16, he said, before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew that you were a prophet. So your soul already knew by the soul, your soul, the Most High knew by our souls that we were going to do certain things before we was even in our mother's womb, that we were going to have this attraction, we was going to have these gifts, we were going to have all this stuff. The Most High, because the Most High look at the soul, you feel me? Look at the spirit, look at the soul. All right, so keep that in mind. So you'll get there. So when I'm saying stuff, when I make my latest videos, or I be speaking on some, I guess, deep esoteric stuff, I might not realize how far I might go. Just know that if it's meant to be, you'll get it. You're right. You'll rise up, and your soul will get it if need be the time be. Just like for me, I never knew that I could, read the Bible because I'm like, man, I didn't finish high school. I can't read this. I can't understand this. Thou art this and all that. Like I didn't, I didn't go to seminary school. I mean, I came up in a Christian church and all that, and my mother was an evangelist. But me, I had to read it from a more plain English or Bible or children's level. Then the thing I said I wasn't gonna do, I just started getting knowledge and get waking up. The Most High woke up my pineal gland, woke up my spiritual eye. From that point, I was just going out preaching, even though I was preaching. My mama said, "You preaching? It's like a preach." I'm like, I am. And from that point on, rest in peace, mom. From that point on, I got to a point where mom was like, "Yeah, he know more than what I know." I just got to a point where, so no matter what I said, no matter what my ego, the devil kept telling me I wasn't gonna do, God knew I was gonna do it. And that woman, I ain't doing that. I'm not living right. Who am I to preach? And I did. I met a few other people who had the same thing. Like, nah, they said the same thing. Said James, I said the same thing when somebody put the word on somebody, tell them that. Nah, I can't. I'm the wrong one. Like, I'm not teaching. I'm not preaching nothing. I'm the wrong. When God say do it, you gonna do it. Believe that. So no matter what man say, they love man-made laws, the religious dogma. When God say you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it. Man, you might not say, well, how can I do it? And I still doing this. Like, hey, you're gonna do it. Period. So God over everything, the Most High over everything, right? So yeah, I wanted to put it out there, man, and y'all be blessed. Shabbat Shalom. If anything y'all want to ask me, I'm gonna probably answer certain questions that I cover. If y'all ever want to, ask me about something, if I go too deep or I might leave something out about something I'm breaking, when I do these lives, y'all could, hey, feel free to ask. And yeah, James, we just ask to keep it, polite and keep it, as truthful, be honest, but as polite as you can be. All right, it can be raw but polite as you can be, and respectful. That's it. And that's that. So I want to say shalom to y'all, and y'all be good. And we're going to the official new year, March and April. So y'all put on your helmets, put on your breastplate, keep the word with y'all, man, because it's going to be rocky, but it's going to be a blessing. And we're at the end of this, 2024, 2026, the end of the 6,000 year cycle. For those who know, we get it. All right. Shalom, y'all. I'm out. One love.
Sure.